We got a legend in the building. Arguably one of the best lyricists to ever come out of Brooklyn.
Facts.
New York City.
That's
Let's
crazy.
just put it out
That's
there.
a big up right
Facts.
there.
No, it's a super big up because when you hear people like Eminem, sing your praises for your rhyme patterns and how he studied them.
Right.
You know, and you know the status that he holds.
Right.
Listen, yo, we got AZ in the building.
Big Brooklyn. Super big Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yo, what's it like being the coolest rapper ever, bro? Like,
Listen, that's not my titles. I don't know who giving that. I'm just taking it easy, living life.
yo,
That's it.
in no situations ever is there any footage of AZ getting out of character. Nowhere.
Yeah, cool as a fan.
real.
Except the video shoot
Cool
that was
as a fan.
scripted. Had to be a
that's
video
it.
shoot. That's
it.
Maybe a video shoot I'm lying. I don't think you have
Yeah,
a video
there's
shoot.
never,
where you not-
What you mean? What you mean out of character? I'm confused.
No,
what that mean?
just like you just one of the coolest
Suave.
niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, it's not by design. It's just it is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was wondering if Foxy sent you.
Okay, what's that about? What's that story about?
We had a smoothing trigger
Yeah.
on a pod, and they talked about how people were trying to get them to sharpen her pen, but they bigged her up and was like, "Yo, Fox she didn't really need no help." But I think she just read the title.
We love you, Inga.
We love you, Inga.
Big
Ing,
Brooklyn.
Ing, I ain't
Yo,
hear-
Foxy,
Ing.
we love you.
Hold on. I didn't hear that. I seen she got busy.
Right.
I've been in the studio 1,000 times. She write her own shit. If she
Right.
did something on the side, I don't know. But me being there, I seen her put a pen, to the paper. So
Right.
So there you go.
I'm co-signing.
Yeah,
Right.
Co-signing
I
that, yeah.
co-signed too. I was Fox 5 for like a week. For like a week. You know what I'm saying? But I seen her get down. You know, shout out to Inga, man. Don't take the titles.
So wait, how
watch the
you knew
video.
she was frustrated about that?
Oh, I got a DM and it was all caps.
From her?
Yeah, and,
ain't no
just the way it started off, I was like, yeah, I'm not opening that up. I'm not even gonna look at that.
She's still on it.
She
Word,
went
facts.
crazy on me. I ain't even gonna say what she said to me. But I love you though.
Word.
We can all get
Brooklyn.
along. We can all get along.
The firm, being part of one of the most notable rap crews in New York City.
Right.
No, let's take it back.
Yeah,
Before that.
Being one of the first voices we hear on a hands down universally accepted classic project, then being recognized as one of the few dudes
Right.
who could go bar for bar with who many considered the hip hop golden child back then.
Right.
It's still to this day.
Right.
Like, and you still hold the title as being the guy who could keep pace.
And you know the crazy thing about it, when I was younger, listening to these records, I thought y'all was a group already.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
That's crazy.
It's got to be like the crew or something. And
Just,
maybe Nas
just
got to
made
deal
sense.
first.
Nas and AZ. And Nas. It just
How
made sense.
did that happen? How did that come together?
Well, once again, nothing I do is by design. Me meeting Nas was a phone call with the homies. You know, homies be like, "Yo, I got a man from Brooklyn get busy. Oh, my man from Queens get busy." You know, and we was on the phone, and there was a few people on the phone, and me and Nas kind of more or less was in the same zone, so we exchanged numbers, and we kind of dialogue periodically, and then he was in the studio working on Illmatic, and happily he's like, "Yo, come to the studio, man." You know what I mean? After a while, because I wasn't trying to get on. You know what I mean? So when I get there, I see him. And I'm like, oh shit! I thought he was like 250 pounds. You know what I mean? The way he pop, the way he dialogue and spit the lyrics.
Right.
And just being there was good. Coming to vibe with him, you know what I mean? He's same height, same weight, same everything. So we kind of connected on that note. And being in the studio, seeing how he kicked it, and I'm there. I think he was working on the last song for Illmatic. And we was in there vibing, and LES put the song on, and I was in my zone. He was like, yo, let me hear that. I'm like, you want to hear this? Because I already know, he's loved in the streets. Me, I rap, but it's not, I wasn't going for a deal at the time.
Right.
And then when I spit it, everybody in the studio was like, yo, that's it. I was like, that's what? They're like, that's it. All right, that's it. So I didn't know it was going to make the album. Still, like, we did it. We speak for about a week, whatever. And he's like, yo, I turned the album. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. He's like, and Life's a Bitch is on it. I was like, God.
Yeah.
I hated my voice, you know what I mean?
Why?
So I'm like, shit.
Why did
I didn't know how I was gonna get perceived. You did, because I already know with Halftime out and whatever joint he had out before he had Halftime and
One, it ain't hard to tell.
it ain't hard to tell.
right.
You know, they love him everywhere. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh shit. But I got love after that. So, you know, I just was vibing with him more. You know what I mean? Went on an Illmatic tour and got my deal through that. And then that's history.
But you said you didn't want to do. You want look.
I didn't. I didn't. But if you got 10 people knocking on your door throwing you some money, that was a beautiful segue out the street.
Right.
Why didn't you want one?
Because he was in the streets.
No. Not
No.
only that, I didn't think I was qualified enough.
That's what I'm
in my
hearing.
mind. Yeah, I didn't think I was qualified enough. I mean, you know, when you got a bar and he's the bar, his bar was up there. I'm like, you know, this is me. We talking about young. You know what I mean? I didn't think I was qualified. You know what I mean? But when the record got out there and people knew what it was love after that.
But even with all these people saying, "My man from Brooklyn, get busy. You gotta come." None of that.
It
Don't
don't because the people always gonna advocate for you. You know what I mean? The
No, they won't. No,
No, they don't. They don't always do that. They don't
Well,
always
back
do
then,
that.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of people.
I mean,
Right.
even putting your reputation next to somebody else
Right.
means something. Like if I'm saying this dude is nice and he shows up and he's trash, it's terrible. But if
But nobody was on then. Nobody cared. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, rap. Y'all rap. Nobody was on, so it wasn't like, yo, Kane want to hear it. You know what I mean? At the time, or
Okay.
Rod want to hear it. Then now it's like, I ain't spitting over it. You know what I mean? But when it's your peer and it's your peoples, they getting on. It's like, whatever. You know what I mean?
So you was just rapping in the street, like,
Yeah, just rapping in the street.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
yeah.
with no ambitions to think about going to get
I mean,
a
you
deal.
think about it, but that dream then was like, you need a demo, you gotta do this. Like, niggas ain't give a fuck really back then, you know what I mean? To be honest, it's like if it happened, it happened, but it was like the goal, like, let me stack up and go do this and do that at that time.
Right.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Like that's so wild.
But you got to remember, this is coming out of an era where there was the hustlers and then the rappers. You know what I'm saying? The hustlers kind of looked at rappers like, oh, you
Definitely.
you
Funding the
rap?
rappers.
Definitely, that's a fact.
Yo, spit
a
a
fact.
rhyme for us,
Yeah,
nigga.
that's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? Entertain us.
They was the one. They was
You
the
know
one.
what I
They
mean?
was the one with the money. The rappers was
Right.
like, you know.
Right, and I won't put it out there, but what was your occupation at the time?
Of course, trying to get it.
Where did that start?
When?
Yeah, when did that
It
start?
started from being young. Just that's all you see at that time. We talking about 80s. I'm a 80s baby. That was the era.
Right.
You wasn't doing that, then get the out the way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I wasn't big time, but I was gearing up, you know, like everybody else trying to get there, and rap was a pastime hobby, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So was it a necessity thing? Was it, you know what I mean? I take care of moms, I
Oh,
gotta
no,
take care of the family.
Well, as far as hustling,
Yeah,
no, this is you in a mix. That's it. Nah,
just in the mix.
that's it.
Everybody around you is
That's it. All the homies. That's it.
Now I know people talk about it with Cormega and his struggle to kind of like leave the streets alone and get it going with the music. But you know, from
Mega to me was different. I think me meeting Mega, he was just coming home from doing an 8 or something. So his story was totally different.
right.
Maybe that was, you know,
But that was partly part of your story also.
to an extent, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't survival. It was like it's there. Let's get it. Everybody around me, let's figure it out.
And how long did you do that?
Let's just say 5, 6, 7 years.
that's a career.
Yeah.
Heh.
That's a career. 6, 7
you
years.
can
is
say
a
that.
career.
when did you decide to drop it though?
The music come, beautiful check came, that's over.
Which check was it?
It was a check for a nice, pretty number.
Yo, I love doing interviews with these old school hustling niggas. They don't be wanting to tell you. They don't be like,
It's a
yo,
pretty
you know what I'm
number.
saying? It is what it is, you know?
Yeah, it was a pretty number.
Somebody's watching.
Yeah, it was a pretty
Nah,
number.
but it, you know, it is what it is.
It was a pretty number. It was something that was legit, and it was something I could do. It was like, you know.
But that was from the Illmatic joint?
No. Get my own deal after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. But you-
That check, the Illmatic check. That was cool. That was cool, because it was like simultaneously, you know. Like
Right.
I went on tour with him. I wasn't thinking about getting money. It was a great opportunity. In the process, I was negotiating the deal. I got the deal, And Nas called me like, yo, man, I got like $400 for you, you know, for going on tour. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not thinking about it. I just signed a big check. He didn't know that yet. And he started laughing like, nigga, I got 10,000 for you. You know what I mean? It was funny. Because he thought I was going to say something. I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. Everything count.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
$400 million you had in your pocket.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that was funny.
That
though.
was gonna be my question.
Yeah,
$400.
$400.